Hello and welcome to NTC-HDTV. I am Jacob Duvey.
And I'm Angelie Andrews. We have a great show for you today.
We are going to start off with some student-made short films. Then we will talk about some fun stuff that is happening in Nashua High School South schools.
Block 3 video production students were assigned fairy tales to adapt and recreate using skills that they have learned over the past year and a half. They were given a fair amount of creative freedom and plenty of time to plan, shoot, and edit their films. Here's Red, a modernized adaptation of Little Red Riding Hood, edited by Nashua South's Emily Burns.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl who was loved by everyone who looked at her. She was once given a little riding hood of red velvet, which suited her so well that she would never wear anything else, so she was always called Little Red Riding Hood. One day, her mother said to her, "Come, Little Red, my dear, here is a piece of cake and a bottle of wine. Take them to your grandmother, she is sick, and they will do her good. Set out before it is too late, and when you are going, walk nicely and quietly, and do not run off the path, or you may find yourself lost. And when you go into her room, don't forget to say good morning. I will take great care," said Little Red to her mother. Her grandmother lived out in the wood, half a league from the village, and just as Red entered the wood, she encountered a wolf. She did not know what a wicked creature he was, and was not at all afraid of him. They exchanged pleasantries. When asked where she was going, Little Red revealed to the wolf the exact location of her grandmother's home. The wolf thought to himself, "What a tender young creature! What a nice plump mouthful! She will be better to eat than the old woman. I must act craftily so as to catch both." Little Red raised her eyes, and when she saw a clear light of day and the crisp leaves resting all about, she thought, "Suppose I take grandmother a bright leaf? That would please her too." So she ran from the path into the wood to look for the perfect leaf for her lovely grandmother. Meanwhile, the wolf ran straight to the grandmother's house and knocked at the door. "Who is there?" "Little Red Riding Hood," replied the wolf. "She is bringing cake and wine." "Lift the latch," called out the grandmother. "I am too weak and cannot get up." The wolf lifted the latch, the door sprang open, and without saying a word, he went straight to the grandmother's bed and devoured her. Little Red Riding Hood, however, had been running about collecting leaves, and when she had gathered so many that she could carry no more, she realized how dark it was getting and remembered her grandmother and set out on the way to her. She was surprised to find the cottage door standing open, and when she went into the room, she felt very uneasy. She called out, "Good morning," but received no answer. So she went to the bed and drew back the curtains. There lay her grandmother, looking very strange. "Oh, grandmother," she said, "what big ears you have." "All the better to hear you with, my child," was the reply. "But grandmother, what big eyes you have," she implored. "All the better to see you with, my dear." "Oh, but grandmother, what a terribly big mouth you have," cried Little Red. "All the better to eat you with, my dear." And scarcely had the wolf said this than with one bound he was out of bed and swallowed up Red Riding Hood. When the wolf had appeased his appetite, he lay down again in the bed, fell asleep, and began to snore.
Some groups' adaptations were loosely based off of the original stories. Here's an excellent example of a great yet loosely based adaptation of Jack and the Beanstalk, titled The Attic, edited by Emily Landry.
Hey Daddy, you want to play baseball so I can practice to get my home run when Mom comes back next week?
No, I'm a little busy right now. Maybe later.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm putting some of Mommy's stuff away.
Why? Isn't she coming home next week?
No, she won't be home for a while. I can't really talk about it right now. Why don't you go play video games?
Okay.
Miss you, my love.
I miss you, Mommy.
Hey there, my handsome little man. Mommy misses you so much. How is baseball going? Daddy told me that you hit a home run at your last game. Way to go. I'm so proud of you. I wish I could have been there, but don't worry. I'll be at your next game. I'm coming home next week, and I'll be expecting the biggest, warmest hug. See you soon. Love, Mommy.
Reese, where are you? Reese, what are you doing up here? I thought I told you to go to bed. Reese, you're not supposed to.
What's this letter?
The letter is from the people that Mommy worked for, the Army.
What does it say?
It says that Mommy was hurt really badly on one of her missions.
Is she okay?
No, Mommy tried really hard, but in the end, she wasn't strong enough to hold on anymore.
You mean she's not alive anymore? She's not coming back?
No, she isn't coming back. She's living with great-grandma and great-grandpa now.
Oh, Mommy took care of us. Who's going to take care of us now?
I'm still here, and so are you, so we can take care of each other, all right?
Okay.
And Mommy will always be watching over us. She'll always be here, in our hearts.
Daddy, why'd you put Mom's stuff in the attic?
I missed her so much, I couldn't bear to have her stuff around the house.
But should we keep her stuff to remember her? I think Mommy would want that.
You know what, Reese? You're right. Mommy would want that.
So we can bring her stuff back downstairs?
Of course.
Great job, Video Production 2 students. Now, on to Nashua High School news. Did you know that on November 25th, Nashua High School North and South had their homecoming dances for the high school seniors and their guests?
Oh yeah, the dances were held from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. in South Medium Gym in North's cafeteria, and it was full of good food, fun pictures, and awesome dancing.
Homecoming court was also selected at the end of the night. At Nashua South, the homecoming king was Andrew DeCarteret and his queen was Abby McIntosh. At Nashua North, the homecoming king was Connor Baldassaro and the queen was Rachel Nakos.
Good to know, Angelia. Next on Take Two, we take a look at theater in our school on December 5th and 6th. The Nashua South Panther Players will be performing the Broadway musical Godspell. This musical, featuring intense dance numbers, rockin' music, and dramatic scenes, is a celebration of the human essence, love, and religion. Although, based upon the Gospel according to St. Matthew, the show focuses mostly on teaching life lessons, such as being kind to your neighbors. The show will run from December 5th to 6th and will be held in the Nashua High School South Auditorium.
Aren't you in the show?
Yes, I am. Even more reason to go see it.
Okay, moving on. Now, every year, the Special Olympics New Hampshire holds the Penguin Plunge to raise awareness for children and adults with intellectual disabilities. The Penguin Plunge is a fundraiser in which people plunge into the chilly Hampton Beach Ocean in the dead of winter.
There are 2 different Penguin Plunge events, one for the general public and one for the high schools in New Hampshire. The public plunge will take place on Sunday, February 1st, 2015, and each participant must raise at least $350 in sponsors to be eligible to plunge. High school plunge will take place on Saturday, January 31st, 2015, and each participant must raise at least $175 in sponsors to be eligible to plunge.
Participants can either be a plunger, in which they actually go into the ocean, or a pampered penguin, in which they stand on the beach watching and holding towels for the plungers. Each year there is a theme for the Penguin Plunge, however, that has yet to be announced for 2015. For more information or to register for the 2015 Penguin Plunge, visit www.sonh.org. It's for a great cause and going to be a lot of fun. We are now going to take a short break, but we will see you real soon.
The students of Nashua High School South don't daydream of success in class. They raise their chins high and walk forward to what they want to achieve. That's why in our house, the Panthers roar and our students soar.
People don't play sports because it's fun. Ask any athlete. Most of them hate it, but they couldn't imagine their life without it.
It's part of them, the love-hate relationship. It's what they live for.
They live for the practices, cheers, long bus rides, invitationals.
Countless pairs of different types of shoes, water, Gatorade, and coaches you hate but appreciate.
They live for the way it feels when they beat the other team.
and knowing the 2 extra sprints they ran at practice were worth it.
They live for the way they become a family with their team.
They live for the countless songs they sing in their head while training all those hours.
They live for the competition.
They live for the friends, the practices, the memories.
The pain, it's who they are.
It's who we are. We are Panthers.
Now let's see more of what video production has been up to. A while ago, the video production classes went on a field trip to Boston News Channel station. Students were given a full studio tour of Channel 7 News and got to learn more about broadcast television.
Students were also given a task to do while in Boston. Students were given a topic and they had to film about that topic. Student Jill Anderson was given the topic of mourning. Let's roll the clip. On the same assignment, student Omar Sase was given the topic video production. Let's take a look.
Up next, we have Sonia Govin's Doppelganger short film in class. We learned about editing technique that allowed us to have a double of the same actor on screen at the same time. After learning how to use this mirror effect, we were able to make the doppelganger effect. Just like in the movie The Parent Trap, okay, now get freaked out by the double person on screen.
Oh my gosh, I did so bad on this test. This class sucks.
You'd have to be 4 not to get this. I aced the damn thing. It was easy. Okay, let me finish my story. So we're at RPC, right? There's this guy hiding in the middle, just with like, it's
really
huge.
big? Is it massive?
It's huge. It's like
Okay.
this big. Dude, come on. Watch where you're going. How hard is it? Okay. So as I was saying, so I'm with the brush, and I was going, we come through, it just lights us up. It's a slaughter. It's like we play like. What? No, it's fine. Alright, so, you know, we come through, it just lights us up. It's a slaughter. It's like, we play like 20
We gotta go to class now.
Oh, see ya. See ya. Smooth move, Butterfingers. Who are you? I'm you. Duh. What do you want? I'm here to shed some light on your actions. Try thinking about how you treat others instead of just how you treat yourself.
My bad, 603.
Yeah, so like we're gonna throw Yake to party, like 28. Yeah. Yeah, so like we're gonna throw Yake to party, like 28. Yeah.
And lastly, our fun fact of the day. Did you know Donald Duck comics were banned from Finland because Donald Duck wasn't wearing pants? I wonder if they'd ban me.
That's all, and thank you for watching. Again, I'm Angelie Andrews.
And I'm Jacob Doobie.
Peace out.